Hey, what's up, guys? I am back here today to come up with not to come up with, this actually happened. And so, a couple of days ago, I was in my Spanish class, just your normal everyday Spanish class, except today we had to do Zumba. And today in Zumba, we had to, just dance, do your normal Zumba. But my teacher that I had that day, which was a Zumba instructor, so you guys know how you do the little circle thing with the three below your waist. If you look at it, you get punched. So I did that to her at the very end. I went up high, down low, and did the circle. And when she did that, or when I did that, she kind of laughed and then proceeded to, kick me. It was kind of odd, but I didn't think too much of it. And so I just continued on with my day. After the class ended, the actual Spanish teacher came up to me and asked me to speak with him. And when I spoke with him, he said that it meant white supremacy. But as we all know, white supremacy, the whole circle thing or whatever, it all started on 4chan. We all know 4chan. And so after that, I tried to explain to him that it was just a dumb game. He was like, alright, whatever. And so he requested us to write a apology letter to her. I was like, no, this is kind of dumb. I said yes, but I was not going to. I ended up doing it in the end. But as we continued on with our day, I went over, did math class, went to lunch, just a normal day. And then after lunch, he called me over to his classroom and asked to talk with me again. I did not know why he was asking to talk with me again. And then he said, we are talking still about this Zumba teacher. And when we were talking about this Zumba teacher, it was pretty dumb. And she is now saying that I sexually assaulted her or sexually harassed her when I did that. I don't understand why exactly she took it as white supremacy or the whole sexual harassment way. And at first he said that it was just white supremacy, and then that's what he told my parents, stuff like that, just because he called home. And here's the voice recording for when he called my mom.
This is Mr. Moss calling from the high school. I have McCoy in my fourth hour class. We had a guest speaker today. There was kind of an incident as he was not leaving, but as they're kind of all saying goodbye to her, where he gave her five, said up high and then down low, and he gave the circle. I don't know how to describe it without doing it, but it's kind of like you're showing the number 3 but below your waist. And she took that offensively. I've asked him to write an apology letter to her. I haven't involved any of the administration, but just so he understands that it was taken offensively and probably definitely inappropriate for that guest speaker, and it could jeopardize her not wanting to visit our class anymore. But if you have any questions, contact me. This is my cell. I did ask him to have that apology ready by tomorrow, and then I can get it over to Jen, our guest speaker. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, and hopefully it's a learning opportunity for him. And take care. Bye-bye.
So this guy here calls my mom while she is at work, freaking her out that I, assaulted a teacher or something like that. And it was just oddly way that he put it, and I think that it was kind of dumb, and I had explained to him that she did kick me. And I have people who were standing around me, all my friends, they all saw the whole thing. They all said that she shouldn't have kicked me, and it was kind of a dumb reason. I've even told some of the teachers at school what happened, and they all said that it was very odd and not respectful for the substitute teacher or the Zumba teacher to do that to me. So when we did all that, I did explain to him that she kicked me. And in this voice recording, which I recorded the day after, asking exactly why I was in trouble, and this is what he said. Sorry for the bad quality. Wow. So you know Mom? Can I ask exactly why I'm in trouble and stuff?
So it was the way that it was taken by Jen. Can you give me a minute? Can you close the door? So I have students that do that to me, like wrestling, they do that, or the football, the little circle game.
Yeah.
And it was just interpreted the wrong way.
But I don't understand because there's no other meaning than just
Yeah,
the
so
game.
She's an adult, she's not in school every day, she doesn't see that kind of stuff.
But I don't understand how it's like white power and stuff.
No, she took it as a sexual harassment kind of thing, like as a whole.
So this guy who I was talking with right now, he understood the whole game. So I don't know why, because like he understood what the game was. You heard him say that he knew what the game was. Why didn't he explain it to her in the beginning when she talked to him about this? And second of all, now this lady is saying that I sexually harassed her, and it wasn't about white supremacy, when he made me write the letter about white supremacy. So, let's just continue on.
I don't know how she took it, but that's what she thought.
Okay, but she also, like, kicked me, too. Like, full on, like, kicked me.
She kicked you?
Yeah.
Like, physically, hurt you?
Yeah, I went like that, and then she kind of, like, chuckled, and then went and kicked me like that. And then that was kind of confusing, and then you left and stuff, and that's why I didn't really understand the situation.
Okay. I didn't know that she kicked you.
Yeah.
Hopefully it all is settled after the apology thing.
Alrighty.
I didn't know that had happened.
Okay.
The main thing is just, new people. Yeah, you can joke around with me, but new people you don't know.
Alrighty.
Or subs.
I thought it was kind of inappropriate for someone to kick a kid,
Yeah.
just any student.
Alright.
So what I sent to her wasn't really an apology letter, but more of a nicer way of saying that you're kind of dumb for what it is. So this is what it says. You guys can pause it, zoom in, read it, whatever you want. So basically, about that, he told me to have it in by the next day. I gave it to him first thing in the morning. I walked in the door, went straight to his class, and handed it to him. Said he can read it and everything. He decided not to read it and just put it in the office and send it off. So when he sent it off, he had no idea what was in it. And it was more of like, hey, if you have a really big issue about this, you need to kind of educate yourself on it and know what the true meaning is. Which I think is kind of funny because I didn't really write much of it. My parents did. And I think that all of this stuff is honestly a really dumb way of saying that you can be offended by just a teenager in high school. And if she's going to be hanging around with these teenagers in high schools, she needs to understand what they are joking about and not take everything so seriously. And I will update you guys because this happened very recently. I will update you if anything else interesting or anything of that kind happens again. And I will see you guys all later and hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.